Work experience is really important, but you won't get as much out of it as possible unless you reflect. It is important to reflect on what you have seen and think about what lessons you've learned. It doesn't matter whether you spent 2 days shadowing a receptionist in a GP surgery or 3 days shadowing a surgeon in various theatres. If you can reflect, this will show medical and dental schools that you've really grasped the main aim of work experience. In order to be able to reflect, you need to remember what you've done. Bear in mind that any potential interviews will be months after you've done your work experience. So at the end of each day of your work experience, try to write everything down. This will make reflecting on it much easier. Reflecting is all about reviewing, analysing and evaluating your experiences and coming up with points that you can learn from. There are a lot of important things to consider when you're reflecting, such as what the role involves, what the challenges are. Something that I think is important to consider are what qualities makes a person good at that role. So for me, I think that for a doctor, communication skills and empathy are essential skills. Communication is important as doctors need to be able to explain complex procedures to patients and help them to understand their treatment plans. As being a doctor involves working in a team, good communication skills are the foundation of teamwork. Otherwise, teams simply cannot work together well enough to deliver a high quality of care for a patient. Empathy is also essential as it helps the doctor put themselves in the patient's shoes and makes the patient feel understood. So reflecting on your work experience is essential. However, you have limited space in your personal statement, so try to pick the main points that you've taken away and the best learning points that you feel you have gathered. Reflection is not only important for interview and personal statement, but for you personally as a student aspiring to one day go into a certain role. You should also think about what skills and characteristics you have that make you well suited to one day fulfil this role.
It's not all about work experience. It's also about transferable skills and skills that you've developed up until the point of your university application. These are skills that you've developed in one area of life that you can then take and use in a different aspect of your life and apply them to your future career. Examples of transferable skills include time management, team working and communication skills. Before you even start your work experience, you might have played sports on a school sports team and shown your team working and developed your team working skills there. This is especially relevant to a career in healthcare as teams of medical professionals often work together for certain patients. You might have developed your time management skills by balancing a part-time job alongside your GCSE studies, for example. Think about the things that you've done up until the point of your university application and think about how these skills might apply to your future career. This is just applying them to a different area in life to one you're used to. Check out our blog for more information about work experience, and we wish you all the luck on your journey towards your university application.